Tell him I'm on my way.
Hey everyone, today we're diving into a fascinating topic, games that critics slammed but gamers absolutely loved. These 10 titles prove that reviews don't always tell the full story. Some of these games might have stumbled at launch, but they've become cult classics over time. And we think 2025 is the perfect time to revisit them. So, if you're ready to discover some underrated gems, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Let's jump in. Biomutant is a post-apocalyptic action RPG that stands out for its colorful world and quirky concept. You play as a martial arts-trained, genetically modified creature in an open world brimming with creativity. While critics felt its systems were disjointed, gamers loved the freedom it offered, crafting bizarre weapons, exploring lush environments, and making moral choices about the world's fate. Sure, it's not perfect, but its charm lies in its ambition and vibrant design. If you missed it, now's the time to experience this experimental gem. Directed by Shinji Mikami, the creator of Resident Evil 4, The Evil Within combines survival horror with psychological dread. Playing as Detective Sebastian Castellanos, you're thrown into a twisted, nightmarish world where reality itself feels fragile. Critics pointed out clunky mechanics, but fans adored its relentless atmosphere, grotesque enemies, and unsettling story. This is a game that keeps you on edge while immersing you in a surreal, horrifying experience. Revisit it in 2024 for a masterclass in tension and terror.
Strategies. Riding cross-country through dense forests or on narrow trails.
At launch, Days Gone didn't impress critics, with complaints about repetitive missions and technical issues. But over time, players found themselves drawn to this open-world zombie survival game. You play as Deacon St. John, a biker navigating a post-apocalyptic Pacific Northwest filled with freaker hordes. The heart of the game lies in its emotional storytelling, character relationships, and dynamic gameplay. Whether it's upgrading your bike or surviving massive hordes, Days Gone is now a must-play adventure.
Don't you answer me back!
You're fired. You hear me? Fire.
A lesser-known gem, Still Wakes the Deep, is a gripping horror game set on an isolated oil rig in the North Sea. As disaster strikes, you're forced to navigate narrow, claustrophobic corridors while evading a lurking terror. The critics didn't give it much love, but players admired its atmosphere, immersive sound design, and slow burn tension. This is a game that's as much about the dread of the unknown as it is about survival. If you're craving atmospheric horror, this one's for you.
Life sign detected.
Grab him. Hey, what are you doing?
Expectations were sky high for the Callisto Protocol, often seen as a spiritual successor to Dead Space. While its combat system polarized critics, the game's visuals, atmosphere, and sound design are unmatched. Set in a terrifying prison on Jupiter's moon, the game masterfully combines sci-fi horror with jaw-dropping production value. It's intense, gory, and utterly immersive, perfect for fans of survival horror looking for something fresh yet familiar. Give it a shot in 2024, especially now that it's been patched up. When Watchdogs launched in 2014, it faced backlash for not living up to its E3 trailer's visuals. But beneath the controversy lies an innovative game. You play as Aiden Pierce, a hacker vigilante in a futuristic Chicago where everything is connected. Flipping traffic lights to cause chaos or hacking security cameras to outsmart enemies never gets old. While the story may have stumbled, the gameplay mechanics and open-world design are still refreshing. It's worth another look.
Come as you are.
Quantum Break is an ambitious blend of video game and TV show, offering a unique time manipulation experience. Critics were split on its episodic structure, but players appreciated its groundbreaking approach to storytelling. The game's visuals are stunning, and the time-bending combat is thrilling. Remedy Entertainment pushed boundaries here, creating a sci-fi narrative that feels like a high-budget action movie. It's a one-of-a-kind experience. And if you skipped it before, now's the time to see what you missed.
But nobody.
Tell him I'm on my way.
Mafia III delivers a gripping revenge story set in the racially charged 1960s New Orleans-inspired New Bordeaux. You play as Lincoln Clay, a Vietnam veteran taking down the mob. Critics criticized its repetitive mission design, but players fell in love with its atmospheric world, powerful storytelling, and incredible soundtrack. The game's emotional weight and cinematic cutscenes are unforgettable. Revisit this raw and uncompromising tale in 2025, you won't regret it.
Pursue a rewarding career of enforced servitude for the Ascent group.
A cyberpunk dream come to life. The Ascent drops you into a gritty, neon-drenched world of towering megacities and corporate corruption. While early critics dinged it for bugs and repetitive missions, players were enthralled by its world-building and twin-stick shooting mechanics. Patches have since improved the experience, making it a more polished and immersive adventure. If you love cyberpunk aesthetics and cooperative gameplay, The Ascent is a game you'll want to explore this year. Left Alive received harsh reviews for its clunky mechanics and outdated visuals, but players found something special beneath its rough exterior. Set in a war-torn dystopia, this stealth survival game combines gritty storytelling with high-stakes decision-making. While it's not perfect, its dark atmosphere and thought-provoking narrative have garnered a loyal fanbase. If you can look past its flaws, Left Alive offers a unique and rewarding experience worth revisiting in 2024.